What's going on, y'all? It's your favorite drunk of noon, Belichick calling all the plays. Thank you for joining us on Drunk Us Podcast. Tune in to hear the latest news on sports, gambling advice, fantasy sports, and trade rumors, and more. It's raw in the cut. You don't want to miss this shit. Make sure to follow us on all platforms, including our YouTube at Drunk Us Podcast. Yo, it's your boy Noon Belichick calling on the motherfucking plays.
What up? It's your boy Campaign J. You know, we here live for episode 9, man, of Drunk Unks with our two guests.
Akienreh Johnson.
Then we got my guy Caleb Brewer up there. I don't know if you know or not, but that's Mr. Insider up there. Mr. Get all the information before everybody else. And then we got, the special guest star here today, Akienreh Johnson, former collegiate athlete at the University of Michigan. So I'm gonna let Jay start us off.
Yep. So, we got Akienreh here. Obviously, like my boy Tico said, one of our biggest guests we've had on the show so far, man. I'm just going to run through a little bit of her accolades. Obviously, we're going to talk about them, but, former Ohio Division II Player of the Year in 2015, 2014 USA basketball team. Went to the University of Michigan, obviously, as Terrence said, played a little bit overseas. So, welcome our guest Akienreh. We're going to go ahead and start it off.
Claps and Ric Flair.
Go ahead. Woo! All right.
Let's get it. Caleb, your mic muted. There you go. His mic muted.
No, it's still muted.
Yeah.
Oh, can you hear us?
All right, start us off, Joe.
All right, but yeah, I'm about to say, so starting off with topic 1, man, we're going to talk about Akienreh in a little bit, like starting with your basketball career, how you started, what ages you start at. We know that you kind of went to Springfield and obviously transitioned to Rogers after that a little bit. So just give us a little bit of that insight, how the transition was from Springfield to Rogers, and we'll go a little bit more after that.
Well, I started playing basketball as long as I can remember. My dad played overseas. He was training us while he was still, I think, playing overseas. Okay. So while he was in the gym, we're there with him. We're in the gym with him. Sure. I think my dad wanted sons because that's how we had sons. We got Jordans on. We got basketball clothes on. We're in the gym. We got the little Tyson rims. And you got to get shots up before going to bed. It was very normal. Going to Springfield, that was just where we lived. Our parents wanted us just to grow up in a nice neighborhood around, safe, a safe environment, safe people, simple-minded people. We moved into the Springfield district.
There,
I think I played a couple years of rec ball, not rec, but like school league ball against other school players. And my dad was a coach. I remember when I first started, I was terrible. I was playing basketball. They said I got a steal, and I went and I bricked a layup, and they thought that I was going to be terrible, but it obviously didn't turn out that way. On the Springfield, I played in the 6th grade league. 4th, 5th, and 6th grade league. I don't think I lost a game.
I said, he was a bucket. I used to hear your name all the time on announcements every morning.
I don't think we lost a game. I think we lost one game, and that one game I didn't do another basketball game at Springfield.
That's crazy.
Then 7th grade and 8th grade started. That's kind of when it gets kind of serious. Because a lot of people don't know this, but I used to dance while I played basketball to help with my flexibility. Footwork, flexibility, stretching, rest, recovery. My dad was very smart. He was a very smart man. He knew you could just play basketball all year round. So I played or did dance. I also did track and volleyball. And it was all literally a plan to elevate my basketball game. So for example, volleyball, you work on timing, communication, jumping, things like that. So I allowed it to correlate into basketball. So I was blocking shots. My timing was perfect. I was able to communicate because in volleyball, if the ball comes, you have to yell ball. If you don't yell ball, go hit the ground, and then
for sure,
you're gonna run. That's how I thought you're gonna run. So taking those same skills to basketball, I'm the captain of the team, so I have to communicate. I have to have those communication skills, those leadership skills, those small skills that a lot of people take for granted, but it was drove into me since I was a kid. But I think I know that we didn't lose a game all 7th grade year, all 8th grade year.
That's crazy.
Even our boys were undefeated 7th grade year and 8th grade year.
Like
Aaron Thompson, Trent Bond.
Who else
was on that team?
It was a lot of dogs.
So we both went undefeated 7th
crazy.
and 8th grade
Shout out my boy AT,
yeah,
man.
That's what's up, man.
Exactly. It was very cool being around. Even at the time, it was cool. Like we're winning, they're winning. You don't really find that now.
Yeah, not at all.
7th and 8th grade at Springfield.
Right. Not at all. Not at Springfield at all.
Not a powerhouse.
Not a powerhouse. Not a powerhouse at all. Exactly. So I got a question for you since we're talking about powerhouses. Like, how was the transition and coming from Springfield to Rogers? Because like it's a whole different world. Like we were just talking kind of before this, like y'all got CPOs and like just like the regular day life and basketball. Like how was the transition?
And what was the big factor as well too that made you go leave Springfield to Rogers as well?
Honestly, the reason I left is because my dad wanted to build like an empire. He wanted not for himself, but to get college people to college.
Put you in a better position, basically.
He wanted to get as many girls as he could play college basketball for free because that's something that he was blessed to be able to do. He know the experiences. He knew that if he want to get to that next level, to get there for free is even better. So I think he tried to be the Springfield coach, and they told him no, like he can't join the coaching staff. At that time, my dad was my coach my whole life. I only had another coach like once or twice. So he was like, well, if I can't be on the coaching staff, like respectfully, we're out of here. You know, it's tough. But
and my daughter's the best one on the team, so like, you would think.
Exactly, and it was talk about me like, oh, they're gonna start you on JV. You might play a little freshman, and
you like,
so as a
hell no,
I'm like, okay, like I don't know. But my dad is like, my daughter won't touch varsity. I'm gonna go touch
JV or freshman. Hell no, freshman.
No. And most college players high D1, they're not playing JV basketball. So my dad knew that at that time. He was like, okay, well, if we're not gonna go to Springfield, and just respectfully, Springfield was not developed basketball wise.
Not at all.
I wanted it as my dad wanted it to be to get me, you know, to play college basketball.
Yeah, for sure.
So Rogers, everybody knew was a powerhouse. They win cities every year. They're competing. It's not winning, competing. You know, like they're good. They have Sharon Sweeney. They have Sasha Daly. They had Chad Smith. They had Tori Easley, like Tatiana Reynolds. They had all these good players. So my dad is like, if you want to be around greatness, you have to be with greatness. Like, if you want to be great, you have to be around other people that are great. So we were younger, they actually used to like beat us. Like, in the summer, they used to beat us like 30 to like 60. I used to cry. I used to scream, I don't want to play this. It was so embarrassing. My dad was like, if you can't beat them, join them. You know, you do as much as you can, but why not join the best? If you want to be the best. You know,
was Coach Smith, he was the coach there at that point.
Yeah, he was coach there. So he went to a few of their games and they were so good. Oh my gosh. They were so good. They were so good. And I was so excited. I'm coming here. I'm like, okay, I'm serious. So he's telling me, okay, this is your last year of 8th grade. Just ball, just kill, do the best you can. You can go anywhere, basically. You want to go.
It's on you.
Whole time
you want to go,
the whole time he's going around.
I'm about to say, easy choice, easy.
What it was.
It ain't no, even if I didn't want to go,
because you got like the perfect time too. Like your class, well, like the class before you, like you said, like Sasha and all them, they was before you. Like they kind of started that, and then y'all kind of finished it.
Were they seniors when you were freshmen?
They were juniors. Okay, Sweeney was a senior.
Got you. Okay.
That's my dog. She a bucket.
Yes, oh my gosh, she's one of the best basketball players.
She's a killer.
If she was a little taller, she'd have.
Because what she ended up doing Eastern at first, right? She transferred to Vanderbilt, I think, or something.
Okay. I love hooping her. She used to hoop with us all the time. We was picking rolling everybody ass.
Good. So the opportunity to be able to play with such big time players, I was like, that's
for sure.
I'm sick of beating everybody by 30. I don't want to actually compete.
Beating the shit out of everybody.
Like wherever I've been, I've kind of been the best. I was like the best player everywhere I walked into. So walking into a gym and there's people better than me, I was like,
make you work harder.
They push me. Different. I'm still tall, I'm still strong, but like they're faster than me, they're quicker than me, they're smarter than me, they're they have more intelligence, all these things. And I'm just like, I need to elevate my game.
Yeah, sure.
So that whole summer leading up, well, first, the option for me to go, I got really, I guess, I don't know, people were mad that I was leaving because everyone thought I was
you a star.
They was mad.
We're gonna win NIL and we're gonna do this and this. So I had to tell them like,
not coming.
I'm
not gonna be here. I
got a lot of heat from.
But that's how they do, though. I mean, that's just what they do.
So that's why I'm used to stuff like that. Like I'm used to the negative talk, because if I stay at Springfield, people are gonna talk about
me. For sure. Why you still? If you was good, why you ain't transferred?
Exactly. You're so good. Why did you best? So whatever you do, and at that time,
it's a lose-lose situation.
It's a lose-lose situation. But I knew that at such a young age. I was always like, "You're not living my life, so you can't really comment on what I'm." You don't know, like I'm in the gym every day. Why would I not go play the best?
Exactly.
People like I'm not gonna minimize myself to play in a lesser. I'm gonna challenge myself
for sure.
So made the decision to go to Rogers that summer. Leading up to Rogers, I was nervous. First of all, I call myself a black suburban.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm from the suburbs.
Sure.
I'm not from. I don't claim to be anything else. Like
got nothing wrong with that.
Yes, I am from
live your truth.
A specific area. So, going to Rogers,
wake up call. Yeah,
I'm a little
wake up call.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
niggas cut the teacher out.
Niggas everything.
Yes, my mom was the principal at Robinson. So
So you hear the stories.
This
shit's for real.
I'm coming to her basketball games. It's people pregnant. They're in 8th grade.
Yeah.
I've never seen. I'm in 8th grade.
You was at Springfield.
People are smoking. People are
drinking. Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, hold on. I don't think this is
It's too much.
no word, but I didn't speak at all. I didn't say a word to anybody. I'm like, how am I gonna make friends if I can't talk? I'm scared of everybody.
Basketball.
So my first day walking around, and I was tall as I am now. This is how tall I was when I was 14, 15. So of course I walk in, everyone's like,
who's that?
Yeah, looking like
I have anxiety.
Yeah.
As soon as eyes on
everybody
me,
staring at you.
I'm like, they think I'm ugly. They think like they want to. They mad at me because I'm so on the stories. I'm like, oh, they want to fight me. They hate me. They hate me.
See, the thing is about Rogers is like when you go there, a lot of these kids that went to school with each other for so long. So
somebody tight knit community.
You like, damn, who is you?
Especially
like
a 6 foot female.
Right. You like, damn, like I ain't never seen you before. So they give you that kind of crazy look, like at first trying to fill you out. Like, all right,
real though.
So
exactly. Like I had been like ranked at that point in time, like a top player. So my name
doing their research. It
was already circulating.
She came to our school.
Yeah, exactly.
We got one.
Exactly.
Because with your class was it you and who else was? Kiege was in there.
Then Sydney was in there as well too.
Yeah, she transferred over there. Right? Okay.
Tanea Beecham, she came out junior year.
Oh my God,
really handsome babe.
Yeah, with D1.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
Those dogs.
Yeah.
Outside.
That would have started.
That was like 12 deep. That was like 12 deep.
They were like
crazy.
Yeah, like
literally,
when they went 30-0 pretty much, bro. It was like that.
Yep, exactly. So that whole transition was just.
So how was it like? I guess every day going into practice, were you playing with all these other people that are high level Division I players? Like, was it intense practices? Was like, how was coach on y'all? Like, what was everything like with that? Because I know I've seen Coach Smith a couple times throughout the hallway, and I just how he was.
He don't run in the hallway.
Look, I did. Because we run track too up in the hallways like in the winter. You know what I'm saying? So they man, not playing.
You want to tight shit.
No games. Don't talk to them. Don't do nothing. Let them do what they got to do. So,
but you gotta have somebody like that though. You gotta have somebody like that though, because you have to. You feel me? That's what. That's why y'all was so damn good though. That's because like. If you let a kid be a kid, they're gonna be a kid and they're gonna be fucking off. They're gonna be somewhere they don't need to be at. And
exactly. It was to the point where there was a fight in school. If you were anywhere in that facility, we,
the team.
So you would sit here and little childish freshman is in that. Come on, let's go. Let's do it. It's not your business. If he sees you in that huddle,
I like that.
No basketball.
I like that. He walks through the hallways too.
Like CPO. I'm about to say CPO.
Yeah. So he gonna see you. He knows everything that's going on. He don't know. He don't know.
Good grade checks.
I'm good.
Detention today. Okay, you're running the whole practice. Like
we need that. We need more black men in the community like that.
Yes. So when I first met him, I didn't.
Get along,
but it
no one had ever yelled at me but my dad before.
Right,
so when this other man is yelling at me, I'm like,
you like, what the hell?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, Dad. My dad was like, hey, you not gonna defend me?
No, you like,
letting me get yelled at, letting me get cussed out, but obviously I needed it.
Yeah, for sure.
The biggest transition that I guess I went through was like the speed of the game.
Yeah.
From middle school to high school. I remember I threw a pass to Sasha.
Oh, she got picked off.
And it literally, she stole it and did it like within like 2 seconds. And I'm like,
damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like a turnaround. I got cussed out. It was the first time he had ever yelled at me. I'm very sensitive. I almost cried. I wanted to break down. I wanted to cry. Dad, it's time to go. It's time to It ain't gonna work. It's been talking to me crazy. But I mean, I just realized how strong I was because it never happened again. Like it never. I'm not gonna get embarrassed like that a second time. So it picked up quick. People didn't know who I was, so it was easy to score. People didn't know my moves, my tendencies. No scouting report. I'm tall. I'm goofy looking. I look like I don't really know what you're doing. I'm quiet.
So did you start your freshman year?
No, I started after Jazz got hurt.
Okay, got you. Okay,
for ACL, right?
Yep. Because just in the rotation, like it was already people.
It
was Jasmine and Sasha and Shay. So
you got two.
You.
All
D1 freshman year, kind of tough.
And I didn't mind it. I didn't mind. I'm playing behind some great people.
Yeah.
But one thing I
Right.
was behind some scrubs.
Yeah.
I'm playing behind people that are
For sure.
actually, and I'm
Know
getting
the
next.
game.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm a 6-man
Yeah.
freshman.
Right.
For sure.
Jazz gets hurt. He tells me, well, you know, you're
next up.
I was against Notre Dame, right?
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember
my
that
goodness.
crossover.
I do.
Vividly.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, you want to talk about
I ain't
that?
talking about
We're gonna
Jazz.
move
My
on.
bad,
We're gonna
Jazz.
move
My
on.
bad, Jazz. My bad,
Yeah,
Jazz.
no. Yeah, come on.
Hey,
That's on him.
Caleb.
Blame that on me.
Hey, Caleb.
Blame it on
Questions
me.
for Miss Johnson.
Yeah, so I grew up right next door to you, basically.
Exactly.
So what people don't understand about you is your work ethic. So like, let people know like what type of work ethic you need to even consider going to the D1 level. Also, your academics. I seen you was academically excellent too. So could you talk about that?
Caleb.
Yep.
Well, the hard work started from a young age. My dad worked for everything he has right now. He'll let you know that today. Like, I work hard for my, like, he'll let you know don't mess up his stuff, don't lose it, don't break it, don't nothing. That's he worked hard for it. So at a young age, we were taught the importance of hard work. Because if you don't work hard, you're not gonna get nothing in return. You can pray, you can cry, you can work, like do whatever. But if you don't work hard, you're not gonna get it. So from a young age, you know, the second, third grade, you can't go to a gym. You're too young. You can't go be lifting. So my dad is inventive. So we have a park in our neighborhood. We're dribbling basketballs through the park.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, on the floor, there's cracks.
Yep.
Let the ball go in the grass. Start over.
Oh shit.
Go home. Start over.
Restart over and come back here and
and
let your ball not have no grip no more.
I'm like, Dad, how am I supposed to?
So was it you and your little sister as well too?
Sister.
Okay, dang. Okay.
How
much older are you and your little sister?
3 years.
Okay.
Dogs too.
Yep.
Yes. So I'm this tall person running. My sister Jayla behind me running, but we're miserable. We're not happy.
Yeah.
Every point in this story, never was I smiling. Never
it was never like a happy-go-lucky.
No.
You like, I want to be done.
Yeah, I want to be done. I didn't want to start.
I hate it here.
I hate it. So I'm like, Dad, how am I supposed to keep control of the ball with these cracks in the floor? Figure it out.
Shit.
Figure it out.
He was drill sergeant.
Hey,
but it worked out though.
Last time I was gonna say sometimes that's what it takes. Because you was talking about it when I was telling you about it. I'm like, that's what happens, bro.
Yeah. My dad hasn't made up no excuses. He doesn't care. He's been from nothing. He'll tell you. So an excuse that there's no such thing. So I'm learning how to control the ball. The ball's flying. I'm handling it. And eventually, you start. It gets easy. So now you're just waking up. It's repetition. You're doing your 2-3 laps. Don't let you get in trouble the day before. You're doing 5 to 10. You're doing more. And that's just the warm up. That's not the workout of the day. That's the warm up. So after that, put the balls on the ground. We in the grass. We running, doing lap. We doing sprints. We doing push ups, sit ups. We doing high knees, whatever in the grass.
So was y'all up early then? Like was y'all up early?
Always.
Doing it before school.
So we did it more in the summer. Like the summer was
then game time was like like when you was in school was like full go mode.
Hey, Caleb, you said you seeing this every morning, huh? You waking up.
Man, we used to see her. Me and my sister used to be like,
Look.
Yeah, I know. I remember watching you. I used to be like, man, she putting in like this is the stuff that people don't see. You know what I'm saying? I was able to see it. The work that she was putting in multiple times in a day, not once.
Hey, Caleb, I had mentioned also like when we was in school, you feel me? We be listening to the announcements. You be hearing, oh, 6th grade. You know how we did announcements at Springfield? It'd be like 8th grade boys basketball, leading score, whoop the woo. And then I explain, man, what the fuck? Because I'm like 2 years older, so.
It went mute. It went mute. It went mute.
the biggest competition city league wise back then?
Start
was it really?
Start,
Okay.
yeah. Start always they go
They
up
just
and down.
they just bring that.
Yeah.
Like they gonna beat
They
you up.
aggressive,
They gonna beat you up.
That's the rival. That's the rival.
That's a rivalry
as well,
for
too.
sure.
So like I can see that.
Yeah.
Talking, he's like, oh wow, they came.
They just tough though.
They
They
tough.
just tough.
Bro, they talk so crazy.
They don't even got the
But
best.
you know
like,
what's crazy?
tough.
I've never met people that talk so much that don't win.
Hey,
No offense to any of y'all.
They gonna hurt you though.
I don't care. Shit.
They gonna give you a challenge.
Yeah, it was not physical. It was not contact.
I was slamming them
So,
niggas. They still was getting back
man.
up talk. I said, man, them niggas ain't tired
Them
yet.
niggas just talk. I was like, I've never seen a team, a school, anything lose.
No, that's so
much.
prideful though.
Keep
They're
talking.
prideful. So, Akienreh, I do got a question for you. So, like, when you see all these, like, you know how we have all these small niche communities that come out with these rankings of women that, oh, they were good in high school. Then after kind of high school, they kind of fade out. They had a good high school careers. No shame to them or no hate. But I don't ever, like, when I'm be looking at these stats, I don't ever see your name pop up. And that's why I invited you here, because I'm like, I'm trying to give her flowers because I don't feel like she gets the respect that she deserves, because I never see your name. And you went far. Like, you went further than most women in the city.
90% of them.
Yeah. So, and it's like,
95%.
why do you think that is?
I think it's just because I'm so like quiet about the accomplishments that I do, because it's not an accomplishment in my eyes. It's like I'm supposed to do that.
Yep. Yeah.
Like at a young age, I committed to Michigan. It's like, oh, it's not a good job. Okay, yes, what you're supposed to do. Like that's what people like you do.
Right.
They commit and they work hard so I never posted as an accomplishment.
Yeah, so
it's
just like humble.
It's just like
you being humble.
Like this was my life.
I can see that.
My dad told me they weren't paying for college. I had to get there. This is not an accomplishment. This is my life. If
Yeah.
I don't go for free, I'm not going.
Yeah.
I didn't believe I was smart enough to go for free. So I'm like, if I don't do this, and I'm good at it, so I might as well, go. But I'm not sure why that is. People always tell me my whole life, like, you deserve a lot of things. I'm like, I think I do, but like, I mean, why? For what? Like it was a time. If you were there and you seen it, great. If you didn't see it, it's whatever. I just don't think I broadcast as much as I do, because it's just
normal to you at that point.
It's very normal. And it hasn't taken me until I retired to realize how special it actually was.
Yeah.
I hate that it took me
so long to actually realize it.
Hang things up and be done and be back in Toledo, because now I'm like, I want to leave. I want to go back. I want to go back to these amazing places, and I want to, meet new people, have new experiences, because in Toledo it's just most people don't leave. Don't cross hill like hill.
Yeah, a lot of them, like, if you grew up in a city, you've never been out there. If you grew up on hill, you've never been in the city. Yep.
So question for you, saying that, like, do you feel good that you know that you gave your full effort to the game? Because I know you deal with injuries, like, do you feel good, like, oh, I retired, but like I'm good. Like, I'm good. I know I gave my full effort and intention to the game. Like, I don't feel bad about leaving. Like, because I know I got that devil on my shoulder sometimes too.
I think every retired athlete has that you could have given a little bit more. It's like those Saturdays you're tired, you got to the gym. Some days that you didn't feel like working hard, you could have worked a little bit harder. So that's actually one thing that I've been like battling with since I retired. Like, could I have gave a little bit more? Especially seeing like Zai, like how much he's accomplished and how far he's going. It's like I was her teammate. Like I could be there. It's like I saw Zai and how hard I worked. She worked harder. So I'm in
shout out Zai.
I'm looking at Zai like,
same thing. Like, you heard dad had her the same way.
Y'all both in the same regiment.
Our parents are together. But we're all miserable. Like,
like y'all miserable. They over there having a ball. Like,
you know they going somewhere. You know they going somewhere.
So just seeing her, and I'm so proud of her. And it's like sometimes I do wish like I could have, past that and went to WNBA and had this future, but I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it.
You get to a certain point where you realize, like, all right,
it'd be so many years, like you be burnt out. Like it'd be like, damn,
For me,
it was football. For me, it was like, I faced the injury, and I'm like, I don't feel like doing this rehab. I'm like, you know what, like. And then you start facing it realistically. It's like, all right, how much further can I go?
After that first injury like this,
bro. That's if you can't walk.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I broke my knee.
And so for me, like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I broke
that's actually wild.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's when I was like, I don't want to go to the field.
Never knew that.
It hurts.
Hell yeah. I didn't even want to hit nobody no more. I'm like,
it took me. So I tore my hamstring my senior year of high school.
Yeah.
And then I ended up recovering, was enough freshman year. Started running freshman year. Cool. You know what I mean? As soon as the indoor season starts, I tear my hamstring again.
Yeah, that shit.
And then I'm like,
traumatize you.
Bro, you can't walk. I can't lift. I can't do nothing at this point. And I'm like, bro. And so, like, even to this day, like, my left leg is significantly weaker than my right leg. Like, significantly.
That's how that shit be.
And it's like, you you get to that point where you like, I'm
pain.
you in pain, and then you like,
as fuck.
and you start realizing like, all right, like realistically, where am I going with this?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, where am I going with this? Do I see a future with track? It's a little bit different than basketball or anything because you can go professional
for sure.
individually, but you ain't making no money. So it's like, what's the point of it? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I think that's one of the things that I faced. And I know for you, you faced 2 major injuries, significant injuries as well. So kind of talk to us a little bit about that, how that went, the mental of that, the recovery of it, and tell us how that played a part in your career as well too.
It's actually like something I still kind of struggle with. And I'm actually excited to talk about it because most people don't. And a lot of people are like curious because they saw me as this basketball player that did all these things, and just to hear like you're done. I tell them, yeah, my legs hurt. Like literally that injury you saw, that's like
it hurts. It hurts.
They don't be listening though.
No, it's because I look fine and I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm not gonna, they don't be listening. It's no point because everybody else is sore. Play a game, she's sore, she got 2 torn ACLs.
But it's a difference. Yeah, I'm about to say it's a difference when you tear your ACL and somebody's just sore. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference.
My shit tender. Shit's like ribeye over here. Look. So
before I tore it, I think my freshman year I came in, I think I was like top 5 or top 10 in the country. So I'm like on top of the world. I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I'm set. Like my life is set out. And then my senior, and I didn't have as great of a freshman year as I wanted. I don't really know why. I don't remember that far back, but I just know I just couldn't pick up as fast as I wanted to. Like I picked up at a pretty decent pace, but some things if you pick up faster, the faster you play, and the faster you're successful, and the faster I kind of fell into like excuses. Fell into I'm tired or I don't want to do this, because we're running cross country with Coach Smith.
I forgot about that. Yeah, y'all was running cross country.
Basketball, back to back. So my senior year, or my senior year, my freshman year, I really made it real. I was dedicated my summer going into sophomore year, like to be better. I'm like, I have to be better. Nobody people know me now, like. Last people didn't know me. Now you know my moves.
On the radar,
At the end of the year, they started to cut my moves off. I ain't got a combo move. I'm like, dang, they studying me. Like they're scouting me. People know my name. That's so and so. I'm like, I gotta get serious now. So now I'm in the gym. I'm working harder. I'm talking about we running. You guys know Bubby?
Yeah, that's my trainer too.
Shop.
The one on airport.
Running from Rogers to Bubby shop. Running
on
outside.
airport.
Running. Outside, we're now airport.
The one on top.
He was on Reynolds at that. Reynolds at that point. Yeah.
Right there by Planet, by Fitness, by Taco Bell and shit.
The one before.
Oh damn.
Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah.
Bubby ain't fucking around.
4:30 in the afternoon, we running from Rogers to Bubby shop, working,
and
running
back.
Yeah, Bubby ain't fucking around either.
Our coach behind us driving. I bet nobody walking. I bet not somebody nobody jogging. You better have a decent
I thought
pace.
we had it hard.
Running after a Bubby. Running a Bubby.
Bubby. It did. Two Bubby sounds like
we were just talking about Bubby. Bubby really done broke a lot of niggas.
Shout out to Bubby too, man.
He done broke a lot of athletes. I know he done tore down a lot of athletes. I know he done made the niggas quit.
Humble me.
We done been in there.
25 times you got it.
No, real quick.
Niggas is tired.
Hey, if you've ever went to Bubby and not thrown up, you are a fucking goat. If you ever went there, I'm not throwing up. Because that's one of the only 2 times I've ever thrown up in a workout. Him and Dory.
Yeah, so
him and Dory.
Bubby. Yeah. I think I told him once, but
twice. It was only
Bubby didn't have me twice there for the show, so I'm already knowing. So,
but my dad also had me on a eating, like you not eating
diet, everything like okay.
It's not perfect, but it's like you not
eating
like
junk and shit.
I'm drinking water. I'm eating my food. See, no, if you're gonna be an athlete, you need an athlete body. So everybody else
needed that. It's great to have that, bro. That's really a blessing to have.
Yeah, I'm packing my lunch every day. I'm got my water bottle as a freshman.
Yeah, I wish I had that shit for real.
Yeah,
like.
I never packed a lunch in high school.
I did either.
I wish I would have.
I'm so bougie though. I don't eat cold food, bro. I don't. I don't even like microwave. That shit gotta be hot.
Oh, you want that?
I'm bougie.
Man, I guess. But this is the thing,
I
bro.
starved before I.
So at St. John's, like we had a beautiful lunch, bro. Like anything you could think of. Yeah. Anything. So if you know, anything you could think of, bro. So when I got to Rogers. And I'm back to this
socks,
nigga. What? I'm back to this damn cold ass Papa John's pizza, bro. And some milk. I said, bro, I got there first day when I transferred back to Rogers, bro. I sat down at the table by myself in the lunchroom, and I'm sitting here looking at these motherfuckers, and I'm like,
eating this shit,
and they smashing
this shit. I'm sitting here like, I said, bro, you niggas is in jail. Oh my god, bro. Look, bro, like John King came over. Yeah, I did go to the Ram though. Yeah, that was so when they opened that back up, because like at first when I got there, they didn't have it. So they opened it back up, I think like second semester, junior year. So nigga, I'm talking about
I'm running.
Bell ring sprinting to the. Ain't nobody beat me, bro. Yeah.
That you want the nuggets and shit.
Yeah. So like when nobody beat me to the rim, nigga, I'm talking about full sprint.
I'm leaving class.
Leaving class early.
So
I had Brownie I had Brownie right before my lunch period.
Oh,
so I was, man, what? I'm like, Brownie, I'm going to the ram. Out of there. Look, every time. Yeah, if you had a strict teacher, you ain't making it. No. Because sometimes they put a bullshit too. And if you had a certain teacher, Miss Brown was one of them, infamous for this shit. Man, she would literally hold you after the bell. Like, I ain't done yet. You ain't dismissed until I dismiss you. Blah blah blah. It's on, Miss Brown. See you later. Yeah. Hold me a spot.
We're gonna take a short commercial break real quick. We're gonna see y'all in about 2 minutes.
Right back.
Do you want merch from the hottest podcast that's on your airwaves? Then make sure you head over to the Mud Talk Podcast Facebook page right now and click the merch link. Mud Talk has everything from sweatshirts, hoodies, hats, mugs, bags, and more. So make sure you go over to the official Mud Talk Podcast Facebook page and cop you some of the latest merch right now. And make sure you tune in to Mud Talk every Friday night, beginning at 8 p.m. on all streaming platforms, Facebook and YouTube.
Welcome back, man. Look, this guy over here talking this shit. Look, but no, welcome back, man. Episode 9. Before we get back into the topics, we want to go ahead and shout out our sponsors, man, of Black Lido, Mud Talk Podcast, and Many Faces Studios. Shout out to y'all for supporting us, the Drunk Unks. And,
always.
We're gonna go back into our interview with Akienreh. We having a good time. So, one of the things we want to talk about as well too, with you and your professional career that you played as well too. We're gonna kind of touch on 2 things here. We talked about the NBA, the WNBA a little bit, and the biggest thing I think a lot of people don't know or starting to realize is the roster sizing with the WNBA. Obviously, there's not as many teams in the WNBA as it is in the NBA, so it's a lot harder to make a roster when you go to the WNBA. And then if you don't, a lot of women go overseas and play as well too.
Yeah, that's just kind of crazy though.
It's crazy, bro. It's nuts. So I want to touch on first the WNBA and what do you think that can be changed, done, certain things that can be done, because there's a lot of good women that aren't even able to play in a professional league nationally because there's just not enough teams.
And it's sad.
So what is something that you would want to see change with there? And then we'll kind of switch over to the overseas flow because you kind of played that as well too. And we'll talk about that a little bit. So what do you think as far as like WNBA? What changes do you want to see? What do you think could help to get these women playing at this point?
Yeah.
Well, first things first, they need to be on ESPN.
Okay.
I mean, who's going on to YouTube live? Like, who's doing that?
Right.
Little 5-year-old is not going to be on they're going to on ESPN. They're going to see it on CBS.
The main networks.
They're going to see the main networks.
Yeah,
where people
for sure.
talk about LeBron and talk about the same people.
I agree with
YouTube Live.
Like,
not
working.
Watching that Facebook Live.
It's not working.
But then every time you put girls on TV, we have more viewers than the boys.
Exactly.
Y'all be hooping though.
This is the perfect example this year.
College women's ball. That shit's fire. Shout out to all the women in college basketball.
Every Iowa game.
It's killing. It's killing.
But it's not basketball. It's USC. It's all of it. They really got real hoopers. Real hoopers. South Carolina. Like it's the game. The women's game is leaps and bounds.
Fucking that more college women's players than I can men.
1000%.
Way more.
Especially all these girls that are influencers. You watching Angel Reese on TikTok. I want to watch her on ESPN.
Exactly.
I'm watching LeBron on TikTok. I can watch LeBron on ESPN. Why can't I watch Angel Reese? Why can't I watch Candace Parker? Why can't I watch Skylar Diggins on ESPN? Why gotta go to YouTube Live?
So to pull it up. So since you saying that, do you think they need to make more teams, or do you think they need to expand the roster size?
How many teams are in the WNBA right now? Is it 12?
Okay. So I would think like 28 will be cool. I think because like 30 in NBA.
It's 30 in NBA. So I feel like
20.
I said at least. I personally thought it should be at least 20. But even that, like if you look at the NBA G League, there's more teams in the G League.
They
don't even have a
they have a development league. Development league.
Leave our families and go suffer in somewhere, be like Brittany Griner. And be able to come home.
A question for that. Like how you said that. So I just talked to somebody earlier today. They was like, we think college basketball players, I mean, not just like players, period, should be able to go pro in the United States at 13, like how they do overseas, because it's like that gap. He's like, because you can focus on basketball all year round. He's like, because kids go to school and they fuck off for 4 years or however long they fuck off. And exactly, and that's what he was saying. He's like, they fuck off for 7 years. They ain't learned nothing. Like, so you might as well let them focus on their craft, and they can just. He's like, that's why they're so much better than us.
And you have teachers that try to hold it back. Coaches try to hold it back.
Personal grudges.
Personal vendettas, stupid
favoritism.
Rules,
you got a whole bunch.
Like over there, it's just if you 13 and you good, you on the best team. If you 25 and you suck, you on the worst team.
So how was your getting into like overseas? How was your experience over there? What was like the culture? Like what like
you played in Sweden, right?
So like what was like, hold on, before we even go to your career, I got a question. What was the food like?
The food actually was not that bad.
It wasn't that bad in Sweden,
it was
right?
Not that bad.
Sweden, it could have been worse.
Yes,
it could have been worse. Okay.
Was you getting a lot of fast food, or was you cooking, like, or was you going to the market? Like, what was for real?
McDonald's was like
it was different. It was different over there. Like, what was your
go-to
over there? Chicken wings.
Yes,
bro. They say the wings over there is. I mean, everything is different in McDonald's.
Yeah. Chicken wings. And it's all that extra shit, all additives.
When you walk into McDonald's, you don't smell fries. Like, you know how here you smell.
You smell
like
fried.
Clean. It's clean. It's like bleach. You know,
damn,
the McFlurry machine always working. I never had to worry about that.
Hey, 6 o'clock.
I might be over at Sweden soon.
Look,
Jesus,
6 o'clock.
They're not rude in there. They give you your sauce. They without arguing with you. Like it's a culture shock.
So how was like the atmosphere playing over there? Because I know it's not like big as basketball over here, but how was like the culture over there? Like when you go to games, was you like hype, like, oh yeah, you feel me? Everybody here with the
it's very weird because like when I first got there, the very first question I asked the team, I'm like, what's your crime rate? Like, forget basketball.
Yeah, like what is it like over there?
Do I need to protect myself?
Careful?
The windows.
Do I need a blade? Don't need a blade.
They just open.
It's different. Europeans are different.
Yes, they're different. So I'm like, what's the crime rate? They're like, what's that? I'm like, how much does crime, happen? They're like,
robberies,
crime.
Yeah,
I'm like,
they don't know it.
Robberies, murders, like stuff like that. They were like, oh, that doesn't really happen over here. Like, they're not.
No.
Like, I mean, it happens, but like,
did you face any racism while you was over there? Like, was you like, damn, nigga, you ain't gonna serve me because I'm black?
A little, or nothing. Some shit verbal, they said. Yeah. Our boys team, they went somewhere and they were calling them monkeys.
Oh,
so at that point, you know it's racist because you search
racism.
Right. Like, it's not even that over.
That's everywhere too, though. So it's just not like it ain't like so some shit that happened.
Passive aggressive stuff. An old man, I tell this story all the time.
Y'all was whooping their ass.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But an old man actually was like staring at me and my my teammates. We were all black from America. He's just staring at us. Over there, it's not rude to stare. Right. Here, it's rude.
Nigga will look you in the your soul.
Yeah.
They be thrown.
So you kind of have to just like
ignore it pretty much.
You can't cuss out.
Man.
You are.
Yep.
So he came up to us after eating, and he's like, I apologize. I've just never seen a black female before.
Oh shit.
He was like 70, 80.
That'd be them same people that be calling people colored, the old people here.
But you know what? It's a little different though, somewhat. Because like, so my cousin told me, right? He went to China, and I know this, we're getting a little bit off topic, but he went to China, bro. So he's black.
Yeah.
He's like 6'2".
Yeah.
He's like, they literally surrounded him. Like,
yes.
like
they've never seen him before.
Bro, they never seen a black person bro. So that was the thing. Like, they were trying to touch him, like trying to touch his hair, because they're like, I've never seen a black person in person.
But they're gonna be on YouTube watching it for 8 hours.
On TV, they see on TV and everything. It's not racist. They just their shock. Yeah. Imagine you growing up and you ain't never seen a white person but on TV.
I'll be shocked too.
You'd be shocked. You'd be like, damn, like,
yo, one of y'all, it's one of y'all.
You know what I'm saying? You would look like, damn, is this real? Like,
and then when you're black over there, you look like you're from America.
Right. Yeah.
Black people from
features and shit, because you got features. The features,
where you talk, where you dress, where you walk, where you
stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. And they got like a different tone to them too, though. Like black people over there got different tones. Like,
it's different.
I ain't gonna be nasty.
I mean, but just the thing again, you gotta think it's a different culture, bro.
It's like a different color though. It's like a different complexion.
So like, there are a lot of people over there speak English. Everybody, okay.
Because they should not too far off from ours. It's like certain, and like just like certain words that's like different.
Well, Swedish is
it's like
it's completely different. But the thing is, a lot of Europeans they know English.
Yeah,
it's not like
basic English. Yeah,
it's not like us. We don't know another language.
Yeah, they hit. They very
So were your teammates mainly American as well too?
Or I had 2 Americans, all Swedish and Australian.
Damn. Okay. Ooh. Damn, that's actually kind of dope. Damn. So like, how were you accepted by your teammates? Was it pretty easy?
Very
kind
of. They love. They
real.
Yes.
Yep.
Because they're used to, from their end. They're used to it. Like every year, a new American.
It's a new American.
They know. Right. Like I was so blessed to be with a team that actually was nice and genuinely kind. Like I didn't really have any problems with them. The first day I was there, of course I'm nervous. I'm in a new place.
For sure.
6 o'clock p.m. So it's like a whole different time zone.
Right.
Being home, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And they're just like, we understand. Like this happens all the time. If you have any questions, let me know. They hit me up before I even got there. Like, do you want to know where anything is? Like, where you need the gas station, grocery store, as a furniture store. Like they were very, very helpful, and it really made me like very calm. A lot easier,
for sure.
They understood that. Like,
so, like, did y'all live together or anything? Like,
I lived with an American teammate, but we all lived in the same
apartment complex. Yeah, that's what's up though.
Yeah. And they, they walked everywhere.
Really? Yeah, that's the European way.
Oh my God! The first day I got there, they were like,
"Give me a scooter."
Bike, scooter. Exactly.
Give me a scooter.
That's still active though.
I need some with some wheels.
So I got a quick question. This is off topic as well too. You didn't see a lot of fat people or anything like
that?
No.
Everybody's walking.
Should be crazy.
It's fast. The first day I got there, they're like, "Let's walk to the mall." I'm like, "Okay, how far is it?" It's not that far. We walked for an hour.
Y'all get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'd have been on the goddamn scooter.
I'd have been calling.
Where's the Uber? Where's the
Uber? Me.
30-minute walk.
30-minute
walk. 30-minute Uber.
Shit,
if I do it,
hey, I find Wi-Fi somewhere.
Nigga, I'm not in 8th grade no more.
Man, we walked. We was down in Columbus, bro. We walked down
High Street.
I'm thinking we close to the stadium. Man, we walked like at least 30 minutes. I said, bro, fuck this. And pull my phone
my
up
knees
and
bad. I ain't got 30 minutes to me.
Bruh.
My knees torched.
Right.
Bruh.
Exactly.
So now I guess when you left, you left Michigan, you played 5 years at Michigan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you left Michigan at that point, you had the decision of going overseas. Was the WNBA an option for you at that point?
I entered my name.
Okay. So
I didn't get drafted.
Didn't get drafted at that point. So then I guess what's the process after not being drafted? Do you kind of, like we said, there's no G League, there's no development league or anything like that. So do you kind of just wait to get your name called, like
basically,
type of deal?
You kind of get an agent, and they basically tell you before, like the process, like your probability of getting drafted. So they tell me like you probably won't, but if you play overseas a little bit, get on somebody's roster, make a training, because your biggest thing is to make a training camp. Training camp. You make a training camp that increase your numbers overseas.
Okay.
So you get paid more, people want you more. But basically like college recruiting, you're an agent, and they just send your name and they send your accolades and they send. But the coaches over there are very aware. So the NCAA tournament, they're watching it. They're up at 2, 3 a.m. watching the tournament. Yeah. My coach actually said he watched me play against Baylor.
Really?
Okay.
Really? Like, I remember your game, and I remember I needed a rebounder, I needed whatever. So he didn't even know the level of my game that I had.
Yeah, right.
He thought he was getting like a wing defender that can maybe shoot a little bit. I got there, and he's like,
what the fuck?
Like,
I got the whole package. I got the whole. I got the double.
So the process is really similar to like recruiting.
Okay.
College.
Okay. And so then, like, and it's true now because I read a little bit on this as well too. So a lot of WNBA players in the off season will go overseas. Is that true as well too?
Majority of them.
Is that mainly financially? Yes.
Mostly financially.
Okay. So like
financially and to keep rhythm, because like the next draft pick is coming.
Right.
So if you don't
perform
number 1 draft pick, but you don't go overseas, then that next draft pick come in, they straight off the season.
Yeah, they fresh.
You play games. So
I never thought about it like that.
Neither.
Yeah,
I never thought about
top
that.
Draft picks are not even
don't make it. Right.
Like
I was just talking about
they get cut after a week. Like the girl from LSU, she made she got picked up by somebody. She's on the national championship. She got cut
same week.
Man, I'm like, what the fuck?
And we knew it though, but it's
that shit is crazy.
And for the most part,
it's like she a dog, but
what you see is though, what I realize is so like the bigs in women's basketball are a lot more coveted than the guards.
They prosper.
Because if you're big, you can play multiple positions.
Yeah.
Got you.
If you're 6'5", you can shoot post up or in the ball.
Yeah.
5'8",
you very replaceable.
If you're not long and you can't shoot,
very replaceable.
It's very tough.
It's very tough to make a WNBA roster.
Hold on, Jay. I got one. I've been wanting to ask this all day. Because I got to do my question. It might be. Who was the first person to bust your ass or make you be like, damn, what the hell? Who am I guarding? Like, who made you be like, what the hell?
What the hell? Yeah,
like,
this
they got the bag.
High
school, it was Notre Dame.
Tierra Floyd.
Okay.
She was serious. She was niggas off. She was wide body too. She was legit. Hey, no, Tierra had a lot of strong as fuck.
Yeah, no, she was legit.
Played like a dude.
Man, because me, I used to hoop her that every day.
Everything on the floor.
Her that every day. She was strong as
So I remember being at St. John's at the point when she was killing. Man. You know, Notre Dame is St. John's sister school. At that point.
Man. I watched her hoop every day. I used to like God, because I used to have to do the drills with her. Her dad like older. I'd be nudging her and shit on the phone.
Come on,
man, that's what he.
What?
Man, I'd be nudging her and shit. She'd be like, little nigga.
Because if we didn't hit you, we get in trouble.
Yeah, I'm like,
it was funny.
Man, she was hitting with the elbow spin move.
It was funny. Quick question. It's like quick. I remember we practiced with y'all one time. I can't remember if this is my junior or senior year at this point. I can't remember.
Like fuck.
So Time out real quick, right? So, you know, they asked us because, like, I think I was there for track at this point because there was a reason I was after school and we were kind of just there. So they just wanted some men to run with them. I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, why not? Whatever. You know, like, I was confident in my game at this point. Like, all right, you know, I could get a couple buckets.
Yeah. No, like, you be thinking it's sweet.
Bro, it is not
Women
sweet.
foul so much.
So I'm gonna tell y'all this. It's not even that. It's not even this, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all this now. All you niggas out there that think, oh, I can beat a WNBA player. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you right now, you can't. I'm looking right in the camera.
You can't.
You cannot.
I'm gonna go right behind him and say that as well. You know, I'm the most confident nigga in the world.
I was a decent athlete. I ain't gonna say I was the greatest, but I was not a bum by any of the means. You cannot do it. They will cook you. They will cook you.
I ain't gonna say average. They
will cook you. So if you didn't play varsity basketball, not even if you didn't play varsity basketball and you weren't a factor at varsity basketball, you were not beating any of these women that you see on television.
I stamped that.
Get it out of your head. I'm just going to be factual.
You might not even beat no, I ain't gonna say Mike. You're not gonna beat the average fucking D1, D2 player.
No, you're not.
D3 maybe if they a bucket.
The only thing that might get you is D2 is if the physical size difference, you might get off possibly. I was gonna say you might possibly get off on that, but it's
more shape than you.
Exactly. So you
probably got
crafty as
yes.
That's what people don't be understanding. Like women are so fundamentally like sound. Like
the game is different between men.
Because they can't dunk. Yeah, they can't dunk. So it's like
the athleticism.
My bag is fundamentals. So it's like
and that's the thing when you see the game, which is honestly why I like watching college women's basketball more is because the fundamentals are in the game. Men's basketball is somewhat, but
it's
NBA,
more
one-on-one.
It's so
who
was in college where you was like fuck all the pros, like who was the person where you was like god damn this
Enrique
from the one out she in the league.
She plays for
I
the Fever, right?
Guarded her, but I was next up to guard.
Because she plays
for nasty ass jumper, don't
she? Play for Fever right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
she got a championship, don't she?
Yeah,
she just got one like 2-3 years ago. She got a nasty jumper, don't she?
She's solid.
She got a nasty ass jumper.
National title off that buzzer.
She got a nasty jumper. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Notre Dame was putting them out at this point. Back
then, big ends and all that before then.
Yeah,
for sure. Then they had that one girl that I ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah, let's leave it alone. I don't got time. I don't even know what you're gonna say, but just move it on.
Shout out to that guy.
The best person I ever guarded was Caitlin Clark.
Oh, you guarded Caitlin Clark? Holy fuck.
Freshman, are you?
Holy fuck. For real.
Yeah. So people, it's so funny when I hear the comments like, "Why don't you just double team her? Why don't you just follow her?"
She's
people
different.
Understand she is prepared for that.
She's
a passer.
Yeah,
and not only is she a passer, her teammates are hoopers as well.
Too. Yes,
and they big as fuck.
Yes. Okay, I might triple team her, but her teamate gonna get 20.
They're ranked top 5.
She got real shooters around her though. She got real shooters, snipers. Like last year, that last year team they lost to LSU. Yep. They had real snipers and that big. They got drafted. She was really big body bigs down there.
But like you said about Caitlin Clark, is I think a lot of people because the scoring is it's just there, so profound. You see it so much. She doubles. I was about to say that.
Everybody get lost
10, 11 assists.
Like you said, she's a great.
Get 11 boards.
Never played high level.
Never played it. And then the thing is,
she's 2 moves ahead.
I'm not even gonna lie. So when I watch her, it's like watching Steph in 2016.
Yeah,
like it really is like watching that.
Like you're picking the defense apart.
And then it's like,
and we gotta guard you at half court.
Yes, it's just more or less because the thing is like when you have a player like that, like Caitlin, is like she's going to get hers. So now it's more or less about stopping everybody else from getting theirs.
They're going to get theirs too.
You try to stop them more because like the thing, and you can't double her because she's coming across half court. She's pulling up in the logo. So it's like there's so many different.
She's like 6'1".
Yeah.
I know
that's smart. No, she's not smart. Yes, so she's shooting over most guards that are playing. She's playing point guard. She's shooting over.
She's quicker than you.
She's quicker than you. Yeah. So
she's a problem.
It's really one of those things where it's like it's really like
half a second of free time over that screen. For a half a second, she's shooting.
And it's lights out, bro. It's lights out.
Making 50% of her shots.
I'm not even being funny, and I said this on Twitter. I've said in the group chats. I think she's the greatest women's basketball player I have saw.
That's not far fetched
with my eyes.
I mean, shit.
Maya Moore.
I seen Maya really Moore is
really good.
They neck and neck to me. That's
Skylar was really good. Diana Taurasi is really good. You get
Diana Taurasi is great.
She's great. I was about to say she's great.
Super.
But I really feel like if Caitlin gets obviously stays healthy, health pending, and everything like that,
shit she doing is different.
She could really be the greatest, bro. She could really be the greatest. So a little bit, I guess, going in for you. Who was somebody that you modeled your game after, like coming up? Was there any women or men that you modeled your game after? Like was it somebody that you kind of saw?
My dad used to make me watch large guards, like Maya Moore or like a KD type or like a Clay kind of big.
Or like
guard
so you was watching more
really
guys.
much.
Yeah, you was watching more guys then.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, I think I'm 25, so when I'm 12, I'm not looking at a lot of women at that point.
Yeah, at that time the game ain't changed yet. So
I
like,
know probably Skylar Diggins. That's probably the only
that's the biggest name you know.
Yeah,
exactly. So I'm not looking up to and you're making a teacher salary at that time.
Yes.
I'm not trying to work the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You know? So that's why it sucks, because like just that image of like seeing who you want to be, like we didn't really have
because when you was younger, Detroit Shock still was around.
Yeah, damn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I used to go to them games. Oh God,
Yeah.
Detroit Shock was still around. That shit was. Man.
So it was like, and I guess that's one of the things too. I guess I never even really thought about it. Now that you mention it, is growing up at your age. You know, anybody 25 and under, you really don't have a lot of role models to look up to.
That's crazy. I really never even
thought about that. To look up to, we just weren't visible of them.
Right. Yeah, because they wasn't on TV.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all going to work.
You seeing them at the
You know what I'm seeing you.
Yeah, you fuck around going to the plane and see them next to you. Like, nigga, why you in the first class? Like, why aren't you next to me? Like
with us, it's like if you didn't really love the game, you're not gonna really work.
It's kind of like when I played D3, it's kind of like for the love of the game. It's like you just doing it because you love the game. I think we gotta do better, and I think we will do better as a society. Well, they need to do better because I can't do shit about it, obviously. But you feel me? I can't do shit here. But I think the NBA will put more money into the WNBA going forward because
just help,
just a little bit,
I think if you just throw like $4 or $5 million at them, just for you feel me, just for the fuck of it, for salaries.
I personally think Kobe was gonna do that.
I think he was.
Kobe was not. I don't get on my conspiracy theories.
The Mamba Academy and everything like that.
My conspiracy.
I thought he was gonna have a league. I think he had everything going cooking at that point to get something going.
Should I get my conspiracy theories there, or should I let it? I'm gonna let it
go. No, just let it go.
Don't cancel.
We'll do it next show.
No, I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
I know what
Nobody come get me. Nobody come get me.
The Black is gonna be after you.
Look, I'm gonna come get me with that flashlight.
But I do think at the same time though, it's one of those things now where you are getting a little bit more media attention. But my thing is now with it is like back then it wasn't until people started speaking up where they started actually broadcasting it more, right?
Exactly.
You had some men in the
social media era.
You had Steph, you had Kobe, you had Kyrie, you had certain players in the NBA like advocating for these women, and then you started seeing it a little bit more on the TV. But even like you said, now there's I mean, how many games really broadcasted of the WNBA season? Like on national television, maybe 10%.
And it's shit free on Hulu. So if you got Hulu, it's fucking free.
But like we said though, at the same time, it's a difference of now I got to go search for it.
Yeah, gotta do all this extra shit on your local network.
You know what I'm saying?
Skipping through, you just stop on the Lakers game.
Right.
Because we really got to. I got to go on Stream East and do some extra shit just to go.
You know what I'm saying?
Who's doing that?
VPN. You got to know. And the thing is, you got to know. Like, okay, like so. For example, last year was one of those things where it was like, okay, Zaya's playing her first game. People want to watch it. Blah 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 blah. You really had to find a way how to go and watch this game. You know what I'm saying? To kind of go through. It wasn't like. Right, because you're on the Sparks, so she's all the way on the West Coast, 3-hour time zone differences, a whole bunch of different things at that point. So it's like it's not as easy for people to access the game. So I feel like even they need to give more money to the WNBA as well too.
More coverage,
but even coverage that'll bring more money. That generates more revenue. You have more people clicking, you have more people watching, more people streaming. That brings in more money as well too. Because the thing is, and like we just said now, is the college women's game is so much better than men's basketball. You have so many good players.
So we got. I'm sorry to cut you off, Jay. We got 2 minutes left. I have one more question for you before we get out of here. Who do you enjoy watching currently? I know you said Caitlin, you guarded Caitlin Clark, but who do you enjoy watching beside Caitlin Clark?
Men's and women's too.
It can be any way, men's, women's, college, NBA, WNBA, whatever.
Top five.
Like who do you?
I don't even have a top five.
You have top three. Guys, you watch basketball anymore?
I took a break from basketball.
You're not gonna make me mad. I took a break from football for like 2 years.
Hey,
I didn't even watch.
You don't want to watch it because you just like
burnt out. Like sneakers,
and everything across
PTSD.
You get PTSD.
That should have you liver,
bro.
So I don't really watch.
No, I get it.
Any right now, but like watching Caitlin is always fun. Watching Zai always fun.
For sure.
I told her she got to post a little bit more.
Yeah.
I need to keep up on your life. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've taken a basketball break, but I'm getting back into it. I'm actually about to start training soon, so I want to get back into the game. We're
gonna bring you back on here once you get that started, so you can shout your brand out.
You have an age group specifically that you want to aim for training?
I would rather do like 5th, 6th, and up, just because like so young and so if you're with them every single day, it's hard to develop. But like you gotta be serious.
Yeah. So look, we doing it now, right now. We gonna show Akienreh right now. Get over there for all your trainings right now, right fucking now.
Any little girls, any little boys, pull up.
She got the formula.
Get them together.
She got the accolades. She got the formula now. She got the formula now. Get with her. We're gonna put the link in the bio.
Come on, man. Pull up. You already know at that point.
Thank you for joining us.
And we thank you really big time. You're the biggest guest we've had so far.
Yeah, for sure. We appreciate you for sure. We appreciate you for sure. Thank you for doing that. Much love. Thank you for joining us at Drunk Us Podcast. Get with us, man. Episode 9. Don't cancel me.